Okay, so for today's assignment in math, you're going to design your own carnival. So the first thing you want to do is type your name here, your first and last name. Okay. Um, I've included some math notes for you to use to help you with your with math problems that are in here. Um, So what you're going to do is you're going to design a carnival. You're going to make a blueprint of a carnival. So you're going to determine where each of the games are going to go, the food stands, picnic areas, attractions, and different fun activities. Okay, and then on this slide, it tells you what your requirements are and a few reminders. Your requirements, you're going to need a total of 6 games. 5 I've already put in the list for you, and then 1 you need to come up with yourself. You'll need a total of 6 entertainment activities, so 5 that I've listed for you and 1 that you come up with yourself. You need to have a picnic area with picnic tables, 3 snack stands at least, walkways for people to walk through, a defined entrance. So where do you want people to come in your carnival? Ticket booths. Where do you want people to buy their tickets? And then you need at least 3 ride attractions. So I've already kind of done the ride attraction for you in the sense of I gave you the measurements for a triangle, a trapezoid, and a parallelogram. What you'll do is name the ride and then find the area and the perimeter of each ride. Okay, and then make sure that you calculate your measurements for everything that's listed in your um, calculation checklist. And then you're going to draw the items on a blueprint, and we'll go over how to do that. Okay, so first, here is an example of the principles checklist. Okay, so you're going to have a list of games with the list of measurements. You're going to have your base and your height already. Everything that is listed on here for games, entertainment activities, and other areas are all rectangles or squares. Okay, so you're only going to be using the formula base times height equals area for these. Okay, so you're only going to be multiplying your base and your height together, and that's it for these. And then once you get to the rides, then we'll talk about what formulas you need to use. Okay, so for example, ring toss, the base and height is 12 feet and 12 feet. So when we multiply 12 times 12, we get 144, and that is our area of the ring toss game. So it's 144 square feet. Okay. Now, see how I've done the FT, that's short for feet, and then the 2 at the very top? To do that, you would go to Format, Text, Superscript, and that'll give you a way for you to do the small 2. Okay, and you only need to do that for area. For perimeter, you do not. Now, perimeter, you remember from our short video that you're adding all the sides together. So you should be adding 4 numbers together. So if the ring toss game is a square, then you're going to add 12 feet plus 12 feet plus 12 feet plus 12 feet together to get 48 feet. Okay, and that's how you would do perimeter. And you'll have to do that for all of these. Now down here, you'll have a blank row, and that is where you're going to put in the game that you make up or you decide that you want. Okay, so it doesn't have to be something that you completely make up. Just if you're familiar with carnival games or ever gone to like Great America or something like that, then you would know all the different types of games that they have. So like I decided I want a milk jug toss, and that I only needed an area that was 81 square feet, so which meant that my base and my height were both 9 feet, and then that gave me a perimeter of 36 feet. Okay, so that's kind of what you're going to be doing for all the different checklists that you have. Now to do the blueprint, okay, I have an example here of how to do the blueprint. So what you would do is first you need to know that each one of these little squares right here equals 3 feet. Okay, so if my ring toss game, as you can see here, was 9 feet or 12 feet by 12 feet, then I need to make my square 4 squares long, because each square equals 3 feet, and then 4 squares high, right? So here, as you can see, we can count the squares 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Each item that you have on your blueprint needs to be labeled like this. Okay. It says ring toss, right? Now to add your squares or your shapes, you're going to go to the shape tool, click on shapes, and here you have your rectangle tool. That's what you'll use to do the squares and the rectangles. You have your triangle tools here. So there's like a triangle and then a right triangle. You have a parallelogram and you have a trapezoid. Okay, so you'll be able to do the different shapes that are asked of you. So we're going to click on our rectangle. Okay, and I'm just going to show you how to create your square or rectangle. So let's say we have something that is 6 feet by 6 feet. So that's 2 squares high and 2 squares wide. Okay, if it's 6 feet by 6 feet. And then that creates my square. Now you can color it if you want. So we'll do blue. And then from here, you'll need to go to the text tool. And then you'll need to label what this is. So let's say hot dogs. Okay. You'll need to keep your font at Arial. Okay. Because depending on the size of your object, you're going to have to adjust the font, and it needs to be something that can be easily read. Okay. Okay, just like that. And that's how you're going to do your blueprints. Okay, and then quickly, I'll show you the different slides that are in here. So here's your games. As you can see, I've already done the ring toss for you to give you an example of what you're to do. Both columns of area and perimeter should be filled out. Okay, and then the bottom row needs to be filled out as well. Okay, and the same thing for your entertainment. Your other areas. So your other areas is going to have your entrance gate, your ticket booth, and your different food stands here. Okay. And then your ride attractions. Your ride attractions, here I've already given you the measurements. So your first one is a trapezoid, base 1 and base 2. That should tell you that it's a trapezoid. You get to name it. And then you'll have to find the area and the perimeter. Okay, so for your area, I've given you the information of your base and your height. Okay, so you have your base for your trapezoid, your 2 bases that you'll have to add together. And then your height, which you'll multiply to your sum of your 2 bases. And then don't forget to divide by 2 to get your area. And then with your perimeter, you're going to add your side 1 and your side 2 together, and your base 1 and your base 2 together to get perimeter for a trapezoid. Okay. Now down here, your second one is a triangle. Okay. And it is a right triangle. So you want to make sure you choose the right triangle tool. Okay. And then down here, your third one is a parallelogram. Okay. So you have your base and your height to do your area, and then your sides to do your perimeter. Okay. So with the parallelogram, it's going to be your base plus your base again. So because remember, there's 2 parallel lines. So 9 plus 9, and then plus 6 to get your perimeter. Okay. And that's how you do your math problems. And then down here, the very last slide is the blank blueprint for you to create your design for your carnival. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. Of course, I have 11:30 Zoom scheduled, so that way if you need help or you have questions about this assignment, you can ask it there or in GoGuardian or through Google Classroom comments, okay? And have a good day and have fun with this project. Bye.